Okay, good. Hello, Kiwi. Are you ready? Okay. Now, I hope everybody submits their attendance form, because if you didn't, you will be marked absent. Okay. So for today's lesson, we have a short review first, and then we will talk about, or we will proceed to our main lesson. So our topic for today, I hope everybody has a book. So please prepare, if you don't have your math book with you, and your pencils, of course. So once again, I'm teacher Gwapo. And today we will be learning about combined operations regarding addition and subtraction. But we have done this already, so we'll have a short review, and then we will proceed to combined operation, or using combined operation to solve word problems, and that is on page 29 in your book. Okay, page 29. So a short review here before we will proceed to our main lesson. So this is the combined operation. Last time we talked about this one. So this one is, you can see this on page 27 in your book. So I just want to remind you that when you solve combined operations, you must solve numbers inside the bracket. Okay, you must solve equations inside the bracket, and then after that you can proceed to numbers outside the bracket, just like this. So 23,450 plus 11,276. If we are done doing this equation, so we can proceed to the next one, which is 22,181. Okay, so that's it. Remember to do the operations inside the bracket first. And here, last time we solved that. And here's another example, 75,196 minus 46,124 plus 18,805, right? Now, if we solve that one, we solve the numbers inside the bracket, and will give us this answer, which is 29,072, right? So we can write it there, the total of these two numbers, the 29,000 and the 18,000, which is 47,877. Now, the last example that we have last time is 63,129 minus 9,456. So if we will solve these numbers, it will give us, so let's solve first again. Numbers inside the bracket, 63,129 minus 9,456, and it will give us an answer of 53,673. So if we will subtract 45,000 from 53,000, so it will give us of 8,421. So this time, this is the practice or the exercises that we did. Okay, I hope everybody done it already. This is number 2, and this is the answer in number 2, and number 3, that's the answer. Number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8. Now let me ask you a question. Did you answer all of this? Is everybody finished in here? Are you finished in here, everybody? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. So that means we can proceed to our new topic, which is using combination of addition and subtraction to solve word problems. Okay, it's like using a combined operations, which is about only addition and subtraction. And by final, we will be learning about multiplication and division. It depends, because I have to ask Thai teachers what is your lesson in Thai, in math, and then that's the lesson that I will be discussing to you in final. But I'm planning to use multiplication and division, because like addition and subtractions, they go together. right? Addition and subtraction, they go together. So the multiplication and division must go together, because you can see the answer of multiplication in division, and you can see the answer of addition in subtraction. So it's like a mirror. Now let's proceed here. Let's continue in using combination of addition and subtraction to solve word problems. So in your book, you have 2 examples there, and then there are 3 questions. Okay, there are 3 questions. So the first example here is about a bookstore that sells 10,452 books. So when you make a sentence, when you answer, just do like this: a bookstore sells 10,452 books, or the bookstore sells, just like that. Okay, bookstore sells, you don't need to include the letter A here. You just say a bookstore sells 10,452 books, as you can see there in your book. Okay, in page 29. And then after that, the bookstore sells, as you can see there, if you will make a equation, okay, or a mathematical sentence, it's look like this. You will write there the 10,452 plus 10,452. Why there are two numbers at the same value, 10,452 and 10,452? Why? We need to do like this so that we will know the number of magazines that sells from the bookstore, because it says there that it sells 4,670 magazines, or less magazines than books when they sell it. So this is how it looks like. So you have here to write the 10,452 plus, so you have to do this first so that you can add, so that you can find, because the question here is how many books and magazines does the bookstore sells altogether. So that's the question. So if you want to know, you have to subtract the number of magazines, and then you can add now the number of books and magazines that they sell, which is 16,234. So the bookstore sells 16,234 books and magazines. How many books were sells? 10,452. How many magazines? 5,782. That's why it total of 16,234. Okay, so don't forget to write your answer inside the box in the number sentence. Okay, hope you write it there. Did you write already? Did you write your answer in the box? Yes or no? Okay, thank you. Now here, second example. In second example, it's all about the number of visitors in the zoo. Right here, you can see it here. There were 45,052 visitors to a zoo in January. Now you have to listen carefully, because in your test, I gonna use these questions. Okay, so you might write the answer like this: there were 46,414 males, or you have to write the mathematical sentence and then the answer. So you have to look at how to answer this question. So what's the question here? The question here is how many were males? Okay, males. The question is number of males, because we knew already the number of females. How many females are there in the zoo? How many females? Do you know how many females? Anyone from the class? How many females are there in the zoo? Kiwi, can you tell me? How many females are there in the zoo? You can open your microphone. That is in second example. How many visitors or female visitors were there?
46. 46,414.
Okay. I think that's the number of male, not the female. Female. The number of female, how many females? How many females were there in the zoo? Females. How many females?
46,400.
Now, here is the number of the female. The number of female here, okay, the number of female here is here. Okay, this is the number of female. Okay, the number of females here are 48,000. The number of females, can you see it here? The number of females was 48,000. So that is the number of female. The question here is the number of males. How many were males? So if my question first is how many females, right? How many females? So there are, how many females are there? 48, right? 48. But the number of male, if I will ask you how many males, the number of males, so you have to subtract. First, you have to add, okay? You have to add the numbers of visitors in January and February, because there are 2 months. The first month here is January. How many visitors were there in January? Anyone from the class? How many visitors were there in January? Anyone? Tintin. I want to ask Tintin. Tintin, how many visitors were there in January?
31.
31. January, look at the story. Look at the story, Tintin. January here, January. How many visitors were there in January?
There were 45.
Okay, very good. So there were 45 visitors in January. Thank you, Tintin. So January, you can see it here. Okay, you can see it here. There were 45,052 visitors to a zoo in January. How about in February? In February, how many visitors?
48. 50,254.
Okay. In February, this is the number of visitors in February. Okay, this is the numbers of visitors in February. So in January, there are 45. In February, there are 50,216. So you have to add these two numbers. Okay, you have to add this first so that you will know the total numbers of visitors. Now, this is the total number of visitors. You can see it here, total. Okay, total. So you knew already the total number of visitors here, right? So now the number of the visitors in the zoo in the months of January and February are 95,268. Now the number of out of 95, 48,000 is or were females. Okay, now the question here is how many were males? So you have to subtract. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, now let me help you in page 30. I think it's quite hard. Let's try. If you can do it, it's much better. Okay, now let me erase this one first. Let me erase. Okay, now allow me to proceed in the next. Please don't forget to write your answer here. Okay, 46,414. Please write your answer there. Thank you. Now let's proceed page 30. Everybody, page 30, number one. Number one, page 30. Okay. Everybody, let us read all together. Ready? A post office. Ready? Go. Can you read it with me? Post office. Ready? Go. A post office has 25,400 postage stamps sold in the first week, and another 906 in the second week. How many stamps are left? Okay, so it says there that there are 25 postage stamps, okay, in the post office. And then there are two numbers there that were sold. First week, 4,875 stamps were sold. And then in the second week, the post office sold 3,906 post stamps, okay, postage stamps. So the question here is how many stamps are left? Now, if we will solve this problem, if we will make a mathematical sentence or number sentence, it's look like this. So this is the number of the postage stamps. And then this is the number that sold in the first week. And this is the number were sold in the second week. Okay. Now, if we will write in sentence form, so this is the first one. A post office has 25,400 postage stamps and 4,875 stamps are sold in the first week and another 3,106 in the second week. So the question there is how many stamps are left? So we just do like this. A post office has 25,400 post stamps. Okay, like that. And then you will write there, the post office sold in the first and second week, and the total of 8,781. Okay, that's the total of number of postage stamps were sold. And then when you subtract, so there were 16,619 stamps left. So that's the answer. The answer here is there were 16,619 stamps were sold. Okay, everybody finish?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now this is the second problem. James has 64,015 baht in the bank. He withdraws 11,450 baht to buy a new computer, and he deposited 25,650 baht in the bank. How much money does James have in the bank now? So this is the working or the mathematical sentence. So first, we will write here the number of money that he has in the bank. So James has 64,015 baht in the bank. And then after that, he wants to buy a computer. So he withdraws 11,450 baht to buy a new computer. And then after he bought a computer, James has 52,565 baht now, but he deposited 25,000. So when he deposited, we need to add. Okay, so 52,565 plus 25,000 baht, in total of 78,215 baht in the bank now. So how much money does James have in the bank now? So James has 78,215 15 baht in the bank now. Okay, pencils up. Good job. Recycling center. Recycling center collected 55,364 aluminum cans in April. And then recycling center collected 46,000 aluminum cans in May. And then in June, it collected 47,797. So therefore, because we're looking for the total of these 3 months, in total, it collected 149,199 aluminum cans in 3 months. So the answer here is the recycling center collected 149,199 aluminum cans in 3 months. So that's it for question number 3. So in your test, you have 40 questions, and by next week we will have a quiz. Okay, we will have a quiz, but before that I will give a short review. And the quiz that we will have is up to 25 items only. So 25 items, 25 questions, but your midterm test is up to 40 questions. So 40 questions, but the points that I will getting there is only 20. 40 items with 20 points. So I will divide it into 2. Any questions? No more? Thank you. Thank you for listening. And if you are not finished, you can watch this in our YouTube channel. All that we have, that I discussed in our class, is recorded, and you can find it in our YouTube channel named Teacher Gwapo. So if you have a friend, so you can tell your friends, just search Teacher Gwapo in YouTube, and then you can find the answer there. From grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3, all the lessons I have in there. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for watching and listening in our class today. God bless you all. Keep safe, everyone. Don't forget to eat vegetables, drink more water every day, do some exercise to stay healthy. Thank you, and God bless everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you.